Hey, part two of my book review of Be Water, My Friend by Shannon Lee, Bruce Lee's daughter, about his different writings and philosophies and how that can be applied to people's lives. And the book really focuses on a lot of self actualization, basically trying to become one's most authentic and best self, and to do that, Shannon advocates becoming a researcher in your own life. That means doing observations, collecting data from your own thoughts and feelings as you process those. You can do that with journaling, you can do that with meditation, and then also examining your interactions with other people, because that can be a good mirror to see who you really are. Does interacting with this person, what kind of feelings or thoughts does it bring up? And am I being reactive? Is there something about how they talk that triggers me, or it gets me frustrated? And how do I act? What kinds of things do I say? That all gives us insight to ourselves as a person. And then once you're, on this path to self-actualization and you understand a lot of things about yourself, you need to take action to move in that direction and try to realize those things in your own life so that you can live a more fulfilled and meaningful life. And the action part is important because things that are at rest tend to stay at rest. We tend not to, if we don't take any action, and it's all up here, it's all philosophical, and that doesn't do anything for us unless we actually try to move toward improving our lives. So I thought it was pretty interesting. There's a couple of things in here that I really didn't know about. She talks about some devastating events, a big back injury that Bruce Lee had that he actually was recovering from for a lot of his career that we know about. And so I can relate to that. Even a minor, arm injury thing that I have, it kind of knocks you off track and can get you down if you're an active, driven person. And so him having that back injury and how he was resilient through that and navigated that was interesting. She talked a lot about grief and processing the death of her brother. And so that was also really interesting and could be helpful for people who are processing grief. I thought it was interesting talking about getting back to a neutral state of mind. In fighting, you get tired, but the more in shape you are, the faster you can get back to neutral. In life, things knock us down. We get down about things, but having a state of mind where we can get back to neutral